Hello, friends and haters, and Happy New Year to each and every single one of you. I meant to get this update video out sooner, but the first time I tried recording it, the audio just sounded completely terrible, and I tried my best to salvage it, but I realized it would have taken a lot more time and effort to get it to sound as good as I wanted it to, so here I am doing it again. Now, this is going to be a much simpler update video, much more standard and much more to the point. I'm not going to pad it out with any real talk like I usually do. I'm just going to give it to you straight and focus specifically on my plans for the year. But before I begin, I want to give a special shout out to my superstar supporters for this month, Red Rack, Henry Newman, and Jake Winans. And I also want to give a special thanks to the name of the person that's on screen right now. I'm still very behind on the channel membership and Patreon shoutouts, so I figured I would just throw that in there to help fulfill that quota just a little bit more. So anyway, this video is going to be focusing not just on my plans for the year, but also my plans after this next slate of videos. Because I saw in the comments on one of my videos, somebody was either really confused about what exactly I was planning, or they were just being snarky and implying that they wanted me to quit YouTube sooner. I don't know, it's hard to tell nowadays. But basically, I will officially be retiring from YouTube after I finish Super Smash 3DS Revisited and after I finish the 100th video. That's my plan. I'm sticking to it. Fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on who's watching, that won't be for a while because that's still a lot of videos I have to go through in order to get to the end. As for what's coming next, well, the next main review that I'm going to be putting out, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware, is of the Thousand Year Door remake. I meant to get it out as my Christmas special for last month, but obviously I've fallen behind, and that's mostly because of my quote-unquote real job. I work in retail, and it was during the holiday season, so hours kept coming in, and I was just really tired from all the extra work that I had to do for the store. But I'm still actively working on that video right now. And since this is a pretty special year for me, I'll go into a little detail about that later, I decided that the Thousand Year Door video would probably be better suited as like a big anniversary special of some kind, so that's what it's gonna be. I'm working on the script literally right now. I'm taking a break from writing it to record this update video. I'm not sure exactly when it's gonna be done and ready to be released. I'm not rushing myself with it or anything. I'm trying to take my time with it to make it really, really good, because this is a pretty big milestone for me and I want it to be extra special, even if it's going to be ridiculously long, which so far it is. It's most likely going to be the longest video I'll ever make. I don't really care at this point. I've become much less strict about giving myself deadlines because in the past I feel like it's just made the process of working on certain videos more of a chore than I initially anticipated. So if I don't happen to get a Christmas special or any other kind of special review or episode out at a certain time, I'm not going to let it bother me too much. I'm just going to take my time to really make the videos as good as they can be and then release them when I think they're ready. And that's going to be the case with my next two videos, including the Thousand Year Door review, which I already mentioned. But then the video that's coming out after it will be a review of Mario and Luigi Brothership. I'm also recording footage for that game right now, and I'm taking notes in between my time working on the Thousand Year Door review. Once I get those next two videos done, I'm going to be focusing primarily on Super Smash 3DS Revisited for the remainder of the year, because for those of you that might not know, 2025 actually marks the 10th anniversary of when I started making these reviews. So I figured that focusing more on the Super Smash 3DS series for this year would be appropriate by going back to where it all started. This year, I want to try and be as ahead as possible with those videos. As I'm recording this, I already have all the footage recorded for both Super Mario Sunshine and New Super Mario Bros. And just this morning, I started recording footage for Super Mario Galaxy. So that just goes to show how much I really want to get them out quicker and on a more consistent schedule. Those videos typically are a lot simpler and easier to make than the main reviews nowadays. Not that much, because I still put as much effort into those videos videos as I do with my regular reviews. But yeah, after the 1,000 Year Door review and the Brothership video, I'm focusing primarily on Super Smash 3DS Revisited for the rest of 2025. But I'll also try to get out some other videos in between. I already have footage recorded and notes taken for other videos that I plan to put out a couple years back, either from last year, the year before, or even like 5 years back. So when the time is right, I want to try and put out more of those videos in between like the Super Smash 3DS episodes. I haven't really decided on what the next few main reviews are going to be after Brothership. I do know what I want to do for the 100th episode, so I kind of have a basic goal to work towards, but whatever happens will happen, I guess. I do have ideas for which ones I want to really focus on, but that'll be for the future. Oh, and I just realized now, I didn't make note of this in my Google Doc here, but I just remembered something I wanted to mention. Do any of you guys remember that live stream series I used to do, Jackbox Fridays, where on Friday nights I would do a live stream where some friends and I would play like the Jackbox Party Pack or Use Your Words? Well, I've been thinking about bringing that back, especially now that Use Your Words 2 is out. I haven't played it yet, even though I helped back the Kickstarter, so I should have been able to play it earlier. But I've been thinking about getting back into those kinds of streams and focusing mostly on that game. So if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, then feel free to let me know in the comments. And aside from that, that is pretty much everything I wanted to say. Like I said, I don't want to pad this video out with real talk like I usually do. I just wanted to keep things simple and focus specifically on what's going on with the channel and what I want to do going forward and what my plans for this year are going to be. And I think I covered pretty much everything. If I think of anything else, I'll probably put up a post on my community tab or in my Discord server. So yeah, now that that's out of the way, I'm going to get back to writing. So until next time, this is Mark bidding you all a smashing farewell. Be good, behave, be safe, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.